up, guys? We're live on Twitch playing Raid Shadow Legends, and I am attempting to calm down. It's been a shitty ass day. I'm way behind on this shit too. Let's see. Is this good? Try this. Okay.
Oh my god. Kinsey King 12 gifted Storm Shades 1 a subscription.
Not gifting on FIFA Mobile.
12 gifted a tier 1 sub to Storm Shades 1.
Thank you, Kinsey.
Oh my god. Kinsey King 12 gifted Sleepwalk 2 the Jeweler a subscription. Kinsey King 12 gifted a tier 1 sub to Sleepwalk 2 the Jeweler. Oh my god. Kinsey King 12 gifted Bessie_02 a subscription. Kinsey King 12 gifted a tier 1 sub to Bessie_02. Oh my god. Kinsey King 12 gifted Lopez Master a subscription. Kinsey King 12 gifted a tier 1 sub to Lopez Master. Oh my god. Kinsey King 12 gifted Iron_Imi a subscription. Kinsey King 12 gifted.
Thank you, Kinsey. Yes, it did allow me a moment to catch my breath. Oh, this is I have a busy weekend, but I had a game tomorrow. I had league game tomorrow, and it got canceled. They just canceled. It's been raining and nasty all around here. So my game got canceled. I may be able to stream tomorrow. We'll see what happens. I don't know. It's definitely possible that I have to get back out on the road and go. There is a car that my son wants to go look at that's like 2 hours away. So it's going to be like a 5-hour round trip to go look at this car. I kind of can't wait for him to actually get a car so I can stop doing these long ass trips to try to find something. I'm not sure how much I have to do to even do today. Yes, I'll take the win. I've got to hit Silver 3 this week to unlock. I think that's the mission I'm stuck on. Yeah, Silver 3 in the Tag Team Arena. That's the one I'm stuck on. So I need that this week. Thanks for being your voice. You are very welcome. I do hope you guys realize that I rant constantly to EA. I am not quiet at all. I let my feelings be known. Today during the conversation with Antoine, he said something and I was like, are you fucking shitting me? And I'm getting DM messages from other people in the server like, I can't believe you just said that. I'm like, yeah, I did. It's just So what do I got to do? I think I'm done with basic. Weekly, I got tomorrow gets weekly finished. Tomorrow also finishes monthly. Nice. Another sacred. So what do we got today? Ascendant Artifact, Doom Tower, Silver Keys, 3 dungeons, and still have Dungeon Divers. I still haven't completed Dungeon Divers. I'm behind on everything. I appreciate that, Kinsey. For some reason, all these people that I don't know why, but I've got all these like YouTubers and content creators on Twitter are now tagging me in everything they post. And I'm just like, I don't support your channel. Half your shit is dumb as hell. Do not tag me in this shit. Ruben, what the hell is that? Are we doing, Ruben? Just a tag? It's annoying. Just saw my message in the Discord. Most frustrating day in FIFA Mobile in history. Well, you saw the conversation, right? Oh, so insane. Just insanity. Ugh. Yeah, you'll have to watch the video. I'll post it on YouTube later. It just disappoints you. Yes. Frustration. 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 I don't think there's been times where I've been upset with the game. Like, I was pretty crushed. I was pretty crushed when the beta was released. Because I was like, oh, holy shit. This is going to be so bad. But there was a big part of me that was like, maybe it could be okay. Let's try this. And if it falls apart, we'll at least be there to watch it fall apart. And this past week, the last week or so, talking about these changes and what was possible has just sucked the life out of my soul. No chance on the bot market coming back. Just frustrating. Just frustrating. Ah! Or chance you see a pig flying. Oh. You got no idea how I'm still playing? You're the only smart one. Yeah. Ruben got out. Ruben was always very vocal to EA and had no problem speaking his mind. And then eventually Ruben was just like, screw this shit, I'm done. And I have so much respect for Ruben for that decision. I just can't do it. I cannot do it. There is something in my brain that does not allow me to stop something until I can't. I don't know why. Don't know. It's not. There's probably a little bit of passion there, but there's probably more something that my therapist could explain in terms of a psychosis. I'm pretty sure I'm still playing the game because I'm somewhere on the spectrum. That's the reality of the whole thing. I hope so much that in November or September, when it becomes EA Sports FC, that they take back control and forget that this season ever happened. Because it is just awful. The gameplay is great. The gameplay is great, but there's only so much you can do with the gameplay. It's the worst season? Yeah. Hands down, without a reference. It's the hope that kills. Oh. I've been so busy this week, I haven't even seen this week's episode of Ted Lasso. Clinging on to that hope. I saw the very beginning of the episode. I saw like 10 minutes in. I think about 10 minutes. I think I made it to Roy being Roy. In the laundry room, hugging Jamie. Or not hugging Jamie. That was as far as I got. All right, there it is. We're done. Yeah, I'm just so glad The Last of Us ended and now we have Ted Lasso back on. I have a hard time. I would rather just be able to watch the whole season. Because the whole waiting a whole week to get there, it's hard. It's definitely, Ted Lasso's definitely in my top three, I guess you would call it a sitcom or series. Top 3 series of all times. I would say that. Top 3, Ted Lasso. Oh. Trying to pull him back. Yeah. And he said, my balls. My balls. That is perfect. Kenzie, I will tell you that I've been trying to get together.
Your face.
I've been trying to get together my full set list for the sit down comedy show, and I keep adding to it. New stuff keeps getting added. I'm gonna have to go through. I think I'm gonna have at least a 45-minute set list. I don't know how long it'll take me. I don't know when it is. It's like I have conversations, and you know, then I'll leave the conversation and be like, that's pretty good stuff, and then it gets added into the notes. I miss it. I miss that a lot. Yeah. A lot. Bounce ideas off myself. Well, it's like I was in a conversation at the office the other day, and I don't remember, somebody said something, and it reminded me of something that my parents did, and then I just started talking about my parents, and I was like, holy shit, that's a whole bit right there. See, we bought my parents a digital picture frame with it's like connects to their Wi-Fi, but we can upload pictures to it. So it's just like on their counter, and every few minutes it changes a picture. And my dad apparently sits there and stares at this picture frame for hours at all the pictures going through, in hopes that a new one will pop up, that we've added one to it. My mom's explaining this to me, and she finds it hilarious. Can you upload GIFs to it? No, just photos. But apparently he's sitting there staring at this thing like a puppy when you leave the house. I don't remember why. We were just talking about I was talking about my dad and some of the shit he does. Dealing with my parents is always entertaining. Just imagine him sitting there just staring at the frame for like hours. How many do we have? Still, how much time do we have? Hour and a half? Oh. I didn't even think about it. I might have. Am I dirty? Is there shit all over my face? I don't have anything on me. I've been working on my car all day. Finding energy in the game for Fire Night. Shit. Kinsey, I got your message about your car. I feel bad for you. I've spent the last 6 hours trying to put brakes on the wife's van. Just awful. I did almost put the van through the wall of the house, though. That was entertaining. Brake pads need to replace last weekend. So I'm like, all right, I'll replace the brake pads real quick. So I pulled the van. I had 2 games, and we had like a 6-hour break between games. So I pulled the van in, jack it up, take it off. I look at the brake pads. It needs replaced. So I go get brake pads, put brake pads on, go to compress the caliper, the piston out on the caliper to put it back together, and the piston's stuck. It's seized. So I have to replace the caliper. And then I go to the other side and do the pads on it and go to put the caliper back on that side, and that one's seized too. Van's like 5 years old, and both rear calipers were seized. So I had to order calipers, and I thought, well, I'll just throw it all back together, leave it in the garage, and do it. So there's no brake pads on it, just the calipers. And I started up. I don't know why, I just wasn't thinking. I started it up and started to pull the van forward and realized there's no brakes at all. And that was like the moment of panic when you push your foot on the pedal and it just dumps to the floor. And you're like 6 feet from the wall of your house. I'm in the garage. And I'm jumping up and down and then pulling the emergency brake. I did everything but jump out of the van to try to stop it by hand. And I ended up, it was slowly just moving. I threw it in park. I'm surprised I didn't drop the transmission out of the van. No, it was, my van doesn't fit in my garage. The van fits, but it's so long that you can't get a jack under the front or back when it's in. It just fits in the garage. The door shuts. So I had the door up and the van out like 5 or 6 feet out into the driveway because the front end was jacked up, or the back end was jacked up, so I was replacing the brakes. So that I didn't want to push it outside and then have to bring it back in the garage. So I thought I'll just pull it forward a couple of feet so I can shut the garage door. That's how I did it. I had the wheels back on and everything. I had just put the calipers back on with no brake pads. So there's no brake pads on the van. Calipers were just like a, a horny crab. That's what. No, Hill assistant. 1,500 warning messages. That, Kinsey, is referred to as limp mode. Limp mode on vehicles is the most awful thing you can possibly get. When they go into limp mode, you're screwed. You can't take them over like 45 miles an hour or anything. That's why it's called limp mode. You're supposed to limp the car to the dealer. Do you know what's wrong with it? Ugh. When they plug it in, the ODB reader to see what comes up. Okay, so my BMW, we don't have it anymore. I had my 330i that we bought new in 2004. It was a 2004 330i. That in those years, I assume they still have them. We had that car up until a year ago, 2 years ago. But they had what is referred to as a tattletale chip. So when you take the car into the dealer for anything, for service or anything, they take your key and they have this thing on their desk, and it's like this little plastic thing with a hole in it, and they just take your key and they stick it in there. And then it pulls up on screen all of the stuff that not just faults, but it shows every time the car was accelerated, like every time you basically put your foot on the pedal all the way to the floor, it tells everything. If you could do 60, it wasn't limp mode. Energy saving mode. The suspension rocking and such. I hope not. I could have gotten in trouble for some of that. Who am I working with here? Where is Eris? Who am I dealing with? Somebody. Let's do Cold Heart. Or Seer. Let's do Seer. Is there anything I can do with Seer? Let's do... Don't want to ascend her speed. Let's... have 58? Well, that's bullshit. I don't have to do any more. Who else can I do? Mytha. 45. HP. Don't care. Limp mode. The wipers worked. Everything's fine as long as the wipers work. There's nothing more frustrating than getting stuck and not being able to do something in the car. All right, so we're on. I got to figure out what I'm doing here. So where am I at? I've got 85. We're at 85. Champion Chase is just... We're not worried about that one. Tag Team we're not worried about. Spider and Classic Arena, our 4th anniversary. Here we've got Champion Training. So I need to do this. That's good for 15. So is that the only one I have left? Champion Training? Dungeon Divers has 5. So how am I going to end up with 105? I have extra. Artifact enhancement. It's done. So apparently I have more than I need. So 5 there. And Champion Training has 5. Oh, they're 5 and 5. So I need... Oh, there it is. 5 and 5. Thought that one said 10. That's a lot of champion training I need to be doing here. I'll probably knock out Dungeon Divers along the way. It's just a lot. And I need... You're at 90? I'm close. Adam, How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. It's happy fun time up in here. I may push it for the legendary book. I will say I've been back on Faction Wars. I've been fighting on Faction Wars a lot. Adam, what do you got? What's your question? Do I do referral friends? As in, like, if I did, I would do yours. I've got my own referral accounts. I can't do anymore. Are you looking for a link? Or do you have a link you're trying to give away? Oh, you're looking for someone to use yours. I'm honestly, I think everybody here's already got, we're all running multiple accounts. You don't have a PC. Yeah. Yeah, we're all running multiple accounts here. I haven't logged into my. I've been so busy the last week and a half. I haven't even logged into my other account. I think it's sitting at 46. What am I doing here? Okay, lots of stuff. I stole my son's PC. Still haven't loaded Optimizer. Do I know of someone who does it for free? No. No, I don't. There are people that will do it for money. Kinsey's thinking that that's a day job. Kinsey's going to become a professional referral account creator. I'll pay. Yeah, that's not how it works.
Politicoged says, did you see the market die? Prob already discussed it, but it's what you predicted. Nothing changes and we back to 999 plus. Thank goodness for Raid and thank goodness for Travis and keeping us all sane. Smile.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, we spent the whole first like 20 minutes. And the entire live stream for FIFA Mobile, I'm going to just post it as a video. Kinsey's just going to become a professional raid player. Creating and selling counts. That screen always bothered me. The one with the rock. FIFA Mobile constructive criticism. Hell Hades charges for an account takeover? Constructive criticism. You could say that. $60.80 for a clan boss rebuild? I just play to play. You got connections. Oh, Jesus. You know what I should do tonight? I should watch Cocaine Bear. Yes, I should watch Cocaine Bear tonight. That would allow me to come off of the FIFA Mobile adrenaline rush. You can't reveal your sources. Everything, everywhere, all at once? No. I have not. I love Michelle Yeoh. Is that who's in it? It's not Michelle Yeoh, is it? I want to see it. I just haven't seen it yet. I want to see Cocaine Bear, though, too. You have to watch it twice. Resident Evil binge. Did you... I think I asked this already. Have you seen the Netflix series? We watched the... When I was at... Actually, it was when I was down in... I was at Slammed Enough. In October. It rained one of the days we were down there, and we sat down and watched all of the... We were down there for like 4 or 5 days, and sat down and watched... We watched the entire series. It wasn't great, but it was worth watching. If that makes sense. What do we have left here? 1. Rezosa? Hi. Each one has a special place and I lead it. What are you saying? Mila Jovovich, she's my age. She's a little bit older than me. And still looks fantastic. Unlike me. I got Magnar in here. He needs some TLC. There it is. Who was it? Someone I saw someone the other day. We were watching something and they and I was like, holy shit. I know who it was. It was Jenny McCarthy? Yeah. Jenny McCarthy, who is 50 years old. Jenny McCarthy is 50 now. That was the one we looked up. I was like, God damn, Jenny McCarthy. All right, what do we do? Champion training. All right, we're getting there. The woman who is in Baywatch. Are you referring to Pamela Anderson? Or is it like a new Baywatch? Alexandra Daddario? Is it... Are you talking about the movie? Alexandra Daddario? That's not who you're talking about. I'm looking her up, though. That girl's got... I know who that is. New one. Gorgeous eyes, big knockers. Baywatch. She's not blonde in it. She had dark hair. Are you referring to Kelly Rohrbach? I thought somebody said blonde. Oh, apparently not. She's been in all kinds of stuff. She was in True Detective. That's what I remember her from. And she was in Texas Chainsaw 3D. I don't even know. Skimpy red wetsuit. I've never seen the movie. That's the one with The Rock and Zac Efron. So much training here. He's dead, yes. He is on a beach chair? That sounds traumatic. Yeah, Ray Liotta's last film, as far as I know, was Cocaine Bear. I've never seen White Lotus. All right, lots of training. Okay, 30s, 40s. 50s are ready. We have summon, or we have champion chase, don't we, right now? So I'll just use some of these for champion chase. See, my son, he's my oldest, is constantly talking about some show. I think it's on Netflix. That he's obsessed with some girl on it, and it's a group of, like, I think they're college kids, and they're like hunting treasure. I can't remember what the show is called. But it's like shit, I can't remember what it's called. He's obsessed with some girl in there. The girl who plays Wednesday. Yeah. Duh. Jenna Ortega. I loved Wednesday. I thought Wednesday was absolutely fantastic. And she was amazing in it. God, what the hell show is it? What the hell show is he watching? Netflix series. Bunch of teens treasure hunt. Outer Banks is what the show is called. Outer Banks. And I'm assuming it's Madeline Klein is the girl he's obsessed with. Going to have a polling session? No. No polling session. It's Champion Chase, though, right? See, now we're back to all this stupid shit again. Ugh. Yes, if you haven't watched Wednesday yet, you have to. You have to. It's so good. So good. We watched it in a weekend. It's epic. Oh. When you're watching it, you don't stream your polling session. Gross. Gross. Outer Banks is a must-watch show. I can't watch it. He explained it to me. I'm like, just not enough violence in it for me, I guess. I need more violence. How come I'm not getting... must have... XP must have run out. Okay, I got a story for you. Why in the hell were we talking about this? Oh, never mind. I'll wait and tell that one later. John Wick 3. What did we do? We watched all 3 John Wicks a few weeks ago. And we were gonna go to the theater to see John Wick 4 if we get the time. I haven't been to the theater in so long, other than, well, we did go to the theater when I was down in Florida just recently. Okay, tell the story. I don't remember why this was brought up, but we were down in Tennessee for a car show, and we were drunk. We were at a bar, and they had a band playing, and I don't remember why, but we walked in. Oh, I know why. I know why this was brought up. We walked into a restroom just recently, and they had, if you've ever been in, see, this is an American thing. I don't know if you have it over there, but we walked into a restroom, and there was like a trough on the wall where you just walked up and pissed in the trough. They have them every once in a while at like sports stadiums. I think because they're easy to clean. I don't know. But it's just like a metal trough on the wall that constantly has water flowing. And we walked, anyway, years ago, I saw this trough this couple weekends ago, and it reminded me of this story from a long, long time ago. We were down in Tennessee for a car show, probably 15 years ago. And we were at a bar, we were drinking, and we were probably pretty hammered at that point. And somebody said, let's go, I was like, I'm heading to the restroom. And then it's like a whole bunch of guys just started stumbling their way back to the bathroom. And the bathroom was like an L-shaped. So you like walked in and then turned the corner. And the urinals were around the corner. So it was shaped like this. So you walked in and then you turned the corner and the urinals were over here. And this side had like stalls or whatever. But right in the middle was like 2 troughs. And they had this like fountain that poured water down into the troughs. And that's where you washed your hands. So it wasn't sinks on the wall. It was this weird trough thing in the middle that you walked up to and you washed your hands in. And I'd never seen, I remember walking into the restroom and seeing it and being like, that's weird. And then I walked around the corner to the urinal, standing there, and I hear, it's just us. It's our guys are in the bathroom, and I hear somebody talking, and they're like, oh, these freaking troughs are so weird. And then I turn, and my buddy that's walking away from his urinal, he's like almost falling down. He's leaning against the wall. He is laughing his ass off. And I turn around, and now there's like three of us. One of our buddies walked into this bathroom, and he thought that it was like one of those, he didn't see urinals because they were around the corner. So he walks up and just starts pissing in the sink, which looks like a trough. And he's doing it, but it's in the middle of the room. And when you walk up to the sink to wash your hands, you can look across to the other side. So he's standing there, he's just holding it, pissing, but the other side of the trough is, so we're like standing there, and he's like looking at us, and he's taking a piss into the sink, and we're crying. And we had been drinking, so he just continues to piss. And the more we laugh, he's like, shut up, what are you guys, it's like, where were you at? And we're like, there's urinals right here. And he's like, well, I'm doing it now, I don't care. So we're the more he continues to piss, and it's like he had been drinking for quite a while, so he's got a lot, and the longer he goes, the more we laugh. And just then, one of the stalls opens, and this guy walks out of the stall and goes over to wash his hands. And he's not paying attention to us because we're like around the corner laughing. And he goes up and washes his hands directly across from our buddy who is pissing. And he never stops. He's just, and it's a shared trough. Like it's just two sides of the trough. So this guy's standing here washing his hands. He's standing here just pissing into, like, right across from him. And I'm pretty sure at least one of us fell down on the floor laughing. It wasn't me. But that just like, I still, and it was something I had forgot about, but we walked into that restroom and saw the trough, and it just reminded me of that day. And that guy got done washing his hands, and he gets done, and I don't think he realized what was happening until he looked up. And when he looked up at my buddy, he's standing there, and he's just like, "Sup?" And then the guy walked out real quick. Oh, Jesus. God, that was a long time ago. Good times. I have just seen two kids eat a spoon of Coke and then meet the bear. Gregory, welcome. No kids were harmed in the filming of Cocaine Bear. Oh. See, we don't normally have troughs. So much shit to do here. A sheet of metal on the back wall with a drain at the bottom. Really? Oh my God. If you can find your way to the toilets. It's gross. Oh man. Yeah, that was my story. That was all I don't even remember why I brought that up. Is Witherspoon the name of the bar? Witherspoons. See, now I'm hungry. Here's how sad it is. It is 7:30 here, and I just realized I never ate today. It's just been no wonder I've been so angry all day. Drink, go loo. By the time you get back from the loo, you need a drink, and the cycle repeats. Oh. See, I haven't been on any good work trips. Those are where all my good stories come from. Kronos Jr., welcome. Have a Snickers, you know you get angry when you're hungry. I just got stuck working on that van and was trying to get it done. The thing is that the kids didn't have school today, and I knew my wife was gonna leave. My wife was leaving at about a half hour before FIFA Mobile reset, and my plan was to get the van done so I could stream FIFA Mobile reset. And then the whole ordeal went down with the market, and I would be working on the van and I would stop because my phone would go off that someone was sending me a message. And then I would get into an argument with someone over there, and by someone I mean one of the communications team at EA. And then check my whispers. Nothing's come through. Yeah, maybe it was Antoine. but most of my conversations were in public where all the other creators could read them, which is why, that's why Ruben came in and was like, I saw your conversation today. Jesus. They give you a map to the toilet or you won't find it. What the hell? Deodorant and aftershaves offer wash your hands, toss you off, do your zip up. Do they actually exist anymore? I have never, ever been in a restroom with a bathroom attendant. I have been to restaurants that have had an attendant outside the bathroom that directs you to which door to go in, but I've never seen an attendant inside of a bathroom. Oh, you're talking. I just got your whisper. Are you referring to Raid? You are referring to Raid? You know what? I actually probably do. I probably do have a account that's at 50 that I've let die off. I probably have one of my alternate accounts that's at level 50. I don't charge any money here. Yeah, I would give it to you. I don't care. I'm never going to do anything with them. Sammy has 5. Yeah, I mean, I've already kicked it out of our clan. It's probably just sitting. I'll have to get access to it. I would have to get the email address and access and everything. I will send it over Whispers at some point this weekend. Tomorrow or Sunday. Yeah, I'll do that. I don't care. Dead account. I mean, it's dead to me. I have to remember it. See, here's what it is I think it's on my wife's old laptop. I got to get her laptop out to figure out how it was. It's not dead anymore. It's one of the accounts, the referral accounts. What was that? I get them every once in a while. Every once in a while they'll pop up on stream. Where are we at here? 1, 2. Ew. Thought it said doggy hype. Ruining the plan. Sorry, Kinsey. I think there was a Discord Nitro giveaway on the Discord channel too. That hopefully if they boost the server, it will allow us to change the, the Discord server will finally hit level 3 again. And we can change the link. You have 50 accounts going. Kinsey's setting up 50 accounts to sell to cover the cost of fixing the car. All right. Let's see where we're at. Champion training and dungeon divers. All right, it was 650 quid for head gasket. That sucks. Um, 3 months later, it went again. Not going up hills came for free. Was it a Ford Fiesta? We have those here. I had a Ford. What was it? No, it was a Mercury, like Ford Mercury Lynx. Kind of like a Fiesta. It was like a luxury Fiesta, actually. A Fiat Cinquecento? Cinquecento? The gear stick was the size of a broomstick. Oh, this stuff. The champion training events are just so monotonous. So monotonous. They haven't improved since 1993. Oh, that sucks. Four. All right, we're getting there. There's 1,000 anniversary points. How close am I on? Oh shit! I am 1,500 away. So there's a sacred shard for that, and then this will finally be done. 4th anniversary event will be done with 2 weeks to spare. Then it's seen 70 like a washing machine. Oh. You guys hear that? Can you hear that? Literally, that sound is my stomach. It's like, please feed me. Oh, God. I need food. All right. Stream started out just a massive what was my first car? My very first car was this is actually a good story. My very first car was when I was 13. It was a 1970 Chevy Nova. And it did not have an engine or a transmission. And it had holes in both floorboards. And you could literally stand. You could stand in the car. You could stand on the ground while you're in the car. And I got it. Novas are that was my favorite car back then. And I wanted one so bad. And I sold a Sega Genesis and a whole bunch of games to give me enough money with the money I had saved to buy this thing. I think I paid like $200 for it. And a friend of ours towed it over to the house. And I spent an entire summer doing body work on that car to get it to where it was decent. And then I bought a what was it? Basically, I bought a Corvette engine out of like a 1982 Corvette C3. And a Corvette engine and transmission to put in it. And ended up selling both to different people to buy another car. But before I had a driver's license, before I turned 16 and had a driver's license, I had 13 different cars. I would buy and flip cars. Better than the Genesis? Yeah. And I had 13 different vehicles before I turned 16. One of them, I bought a Porsche. I bought a Porsche 914. Is that what it was? I bought a Porsche 914. Yes. I bought a Porsche 914 at an auction. If you don't know what a 914 is, it is a god-awful, ugly-ass piece of shit. Looks like a Fiat. And I bought it at an auction. It did not have... It had second gear. What was it? It had second gear and fifth gear. and reverse. Didn't have like first, third, or fourth. It only had like 3 working gears. And you can only start it in second gear. And I bought it at an auction, and my dad was there, and he's just looking at me like, you're a dumbass. You're dumb as shit. Why'd you buy that? I wanted it. It's a Porsche. I think I paid like $1,000 for this thing. And he's like, I'm not driving that thing home. Because I didn't have a driver's license. I'm not driving that thing home. And the way the auctions work is they bring a car up on the block, and then people would vote for it, and or you'd bid on it, and then you get it, and then you have to go over to this booth, and then you sign for the title. They give you the title, and then the auction ends, and there's this they would drive the cars back around to the back, and then you had to wait because they would release the cars in order. And I bought the car. We had to wait like 2 hours before stuff was done. So for the next couple hours, we were there with some friends, and they were still bidding on cars and stuff. And I'd paid $1,000. I went and paid my money. I got my title. So I'm walking around with the title, and this guy comes up. I'm standing there. I'm with my dad. I'm with a friend of mine and a friend of my dad's. And this older guy comes up. He's probably 50s. And he's like, hey, young man, are you the one that bought the Porsche? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, what year was it? And I told him. I don't remember what it was. It was like an 80. I can't remember what year it even was. I told him, and he's like, I heard it had some transmission problems. I was like, yeah. But it's a Porsche. And he's like, I know, I really wanted to bid on that one, and I was in the bathroom or something. I don't know what it was. And he's like, how much did you pay for it? And I was like, I think I got it for $1,000. He's like, oh man. He's like, would you be willing to sell it? And my dad's standing next to me, and he goes, yes, he would be willing to sell it. How much will you give him for it? Because he didn't want to drive it home. And the guy's like, I'll give you $1,500 for it. I was like, sold. So I had a Porsche for about 45 minutes, and I never touched it. Never sat in it. Never did anything. It made like $500. I think it was like $500. And then we had to go back to the booth with this guy, and I had to sign the title over to him. So we did a hot transfer on the title, and he gave it to me. I was like, this is the best day ever. Made money on a Porsche. Dad's like, good, because I ain't driving that fucker home. Didn't even have first gear. God, that was an ugly car. 70s. This is about what it looked like. Yeah, that's what it was. It was a car like that. Except it didn't have a Targa top like that one does. It did have a Targa top. It was a hard Targa. Ugh, so ugly. I thought it was cool though. At the time, I thought it was really, really, really cool. Except it wasn't that nice. I think it had some rust on it. I don't remember the interior looked like. Probably wasn't in that great a shape. So I paid like $1,000 for it. Probably smelled like cat piss and homeless people. But I can say I had a Porsche. I remember I got it and I was like, oh man, it's going to be so cool. I'm going to get like a Porsche jacket. I'm going to have like a Porsche keychain. I'm going to be like the coolest 13-year-old kid ever. He was very happy, but then he was pissed. He's like, I can't believe you just made $500. I'm like, see, that was a bad idea. Told you. That shit was golden. All right. That's where I'm going to end it. It's been fun. It's always fun. Is there any of these things I can actually win? Nope. All right. Lots to do tonight. A lot to do tonight. Thanks for hanging out. I guess we'll turn the other stream into a video for YouTube. And thank you guys for cheering me up, because FIFA Mobile had broke me down today. Appreciate it. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. And as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep making videos. I might see you guys tomorrow. Otherwise, it'll be early next week. Thanks for the gifted subs too, Kinsey. Always appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's it. I'll see you on the next one.